we've got 2 rounds of coaching students that we've done in the last year. And so, some of these people are going to want to be a part of the academy. Should we give them a discount or something, a special deal since they were already coaching students and have spent good money on that? Or what should we do? And then I think it might have been you, Sterling, you said, let's just give it to them for free. And really, I think that's one of the best things that we've done. Because, now these people are in there. They're already well acquainted with the way that we teach to do internet business. They've had some success of their own, having taken the coaching course. And so, now they're in there teaching others and setting a whole tone of the community and of the interaction. And so just kind of, from day one, kaboom, there was people in there, just getting things going and making it very interactive and helping people out. And so it didn't take as much time to get that momentum going, right off the bat. And so, that was a great idea for us to take that and seed our site with some of the key customers that we already had. And we just gave them free lifetime memberships to the community. And I'd venture to say it's more than paid for itself in just the value that it's added to the academy and the way that it's just elevated the benefit of the whole thing for everyone. And of course, they're just more solidified as very happy customers because we've gotten lots of emails just like, wow, I can't believe you're giving us this incredible value, yet again delivering and over delivering, and people just incredibly grateful. One guy's, in fact, it was just recently we were talking, I can't even remember, or you were telling me, it was at that group that you went to, Sterling. You said the guy said he'd spent literally his last money on our coaching course, and and so things were building up with his business and getting to the point of starting to make money. But when he saw the academy, he's like, oh man, I really want it. And then all of a sudden, unexpectedly, we're like, hey, you get in for free as a former coaching, and he was ecstatic about that. So that's it may seem like a bold move, or you're like, well, I could get extra money if they want to sign up, but we found that it worked out incredibly well for us. All right, tip number 6 is to make it a multimedia experience. You might be thinking, well, if I launch a site, what should it be? Should it be a bunch of articles? Should it be a bunch of audio? Should it be a bunch of video? And our answer would be all of the above, if possible. And there's definitely ways to repurpose and make it work that way. Often we'll just send stuff off and have it transcribed so that we have it in text as well. Everyone likes to consume your content in different ways, and so that's why we use audio and video and transcripts and even interactive flash presentations within our academy to deliver our content. And so that's something that we highly recommend. Recently I was poking around at a membership site, and probably 80% of the content is text. And, for some people that might be perfect. They like to just skim the text. Me, I'd prefer to download an audio and take it on the go if I can. Or listen to it while I work or something like that. So, I find that I actually have a hard time wanting to come back to that site because it's not delivering it in a way that I am wanting to consume the content. So the more of a multimedia experience you can make it, the better. Now, we get asked all the time how we create our screencasts that we do a lot of our tutorials with. So that's, where we record our computer screen with maybe it's a PowerPoint, or maybe it's us demonstrating how to do something on our computer. And so people ask, well, how do you make those and how do you publish them to the academy? And the answer to that question is Camtasia, which is definitely an online content creator's best friend. In fact, recently a new version of Camtasia came out, Camtasia 6. It's something you can download a 30-day trial of and try that out. And in fact, I was just talking to the people at Camtasia this morning. They've got some more exciting things in store. So there's an extra recommendation for you as an easy way to make a multimedia experience out of your membership site. All right, tip number 7, secret number 7 here is make sure you choose the right platform or the right software to run your membership site with. Of course, you got a lot of logistics here to take care of. You want it to all be automated where somebody can come, they find out, they've got this membership thing I can join. They can process the order, get their account, immediately log in right away. Every month when they renew, that's automated. And if they don't renew, or if the credit card fails, or if they cancel, then obviously their membership gets cut off. You want that all to be automated, so you need a good platform that's going to do that. And then, of course, protect all the content so that only members can get in to access that. So this is something we did a lot of looking around at, and we've also done more even since, still looking for the ideal platform, but we can share with you some of the things that, the problem is the ideal platform doesn't exist because everything we want to do is sadly still way ahead of where the technology is at. But we can share with you a few of the things that we've learned along the way. Up until, probably in our book a couple years ago, one of the biggest and most popular, and even for many internet marketers, the biggest and most popular platforms for running a membership site is a service called MemberGate. And if you Google for MemberGate, you'll be able to find that online. But we're going to tell you right now that MemberGate is a big no. Of course, it's extremely expensive, and that's not the reason why we would say, to shy away from it, although I guess that might be one. But, sadly, after even paying some big money to get in to access it, we started finding out very quickly it was not going to be able to do many of the things that we wanted a membership site to be. So if you do come across that one, our recommendation is going to be to not go into that direction.
Yeah, after we bought it and played around with it for some time, there's just too many little things we want to do that, again, are ahead of what's out there right now. There's a lot of social things and just stuff we're like, can we do this? No. How about this? No. We're like, oh man, we'd love to use it because, I know right now I have lots of internet friends that absolutely love their MemberGate site, but they don't need some of the things that are absolutely essential for the Internet Business Mastery Academy system that we teach. So as great as it can be for very basic sites, it just was a big no for us.
Yeah, one of the biggest reasons is it just doesn't have the social networking type features that we'd like to eventually integrate into the site. And we even talked to them about it, said, well, is this coming down the pipe? And they said, it's not a priority right now. It could be a year. And we're like, this is, social networking is like 2 years old or more now already. So when are you guys going to catch up? So yeah, it became clear. So we started looking elsewhere. All right. So the solution that we did end up going with is something called Amember. Now, this is a script that's actually very inexpensive. I think at the time of this recording and what we paid for it was about $180 or something like that. And you just download that script and you can install it on your site and you can tell it to protect any given file or any given directory on your site. So it's very, very handy, whether it's just a single simple HTML page, whether it's a number of media files, or whether it's a whole WordPress installation. Like in our case, what we did is we installed WordPress and then had Amember, protect the folder that we have that installed inside of. And the very cool thing is that Amember has a lot of plugins to interact with things such as WordPress. So for instance, when somebody logs into our membership site, they're also logging into, not only the membership system, but that also logs them into WordPress so that if they comment, it is automatically associated with their profile. If they go to the forums and comment, that's automatically associated with their profile. So it logs them in across the board, even if we plug in 2 or 3 different pieces that we're using to put this site together. So there's a lot of creative ways to use Amember, and it's a very flexible solution. Now, it is a little bit more technical, and, as with all things, there's many things we still wish that it would do or do a little better, but it has worked relatively quite well for us. So that's one thing we can point you in the direction of to go and check out for your own membership site. So if you'd like some more information about Amember and membership platforms, then go to getmymembershipsite.com. One more time, that's getmymembershipsite.com. That'll take you to a page on our site with more information about membership platforms. So let's go ahead and review really quickly. Number 1 was make it a community, not just a content delivery mechanism. Number 2 was make it a step-by-step system. Avoid the overwhelm. Number 3, create procedure lists for everything. That's for yourself and your staff and your virtual assistants. Number 4 is include a Rolodex, and not just a Rolodex, but a multimedia Rolodex. Take it to the next level for the Web 2.0 era. Number 5 is seed your site with key customers as members, whether you give them a deep discount or even free membership. It's a great way to kick things off. Number 6, make it a multimedia experience. Let people get the content the way that they want to get it. And then number 7 is to choose the right platform MemberGate, a big no. A member is what we are currently using, and there's other things we're looking into as well. So there's some insights on that. Now, if you are already a member of the Academy, we encourage you and hope that you don't just consume all the great content that we're putting there, but also just pay attention to how things are done, how we organize the site, how we run things and release the content, because there's a lot of lessons to be learned just on how we do things when it comes time to set up a membership site of your own. Now, of course, eventually we are going to have a complete course in the Academy to go through all the specifics of how to set up a membership site of your own and to really peg these things down in a step-by-step fashion down to the greatest detail. So you can be looking forward to that. So there you go. 7 tips to launch a membership site for yourself that generates a 6-figure income.